to my channel. So today we are going to do a new eyeshadow project pan. What am I thinking? Why am I doing this to myself? Well, because I have been wanting to do this for a while, so we are going to start the project of a pan in every palette in my collection. So the way that I see this project working is I'm going to randomize the palettes. I've already put them in tiny decisions where I have, I think, 31 palettes that do not have pans in them. Some old, some new, some are in my pan nose eyeshadow. So if a palette that is rolled in, it's already in another project, I might just keep it in this project, I don't know. This project's gonna be low key. I'm not going to be too harsh on myself. I think I'm going to roll 3 different palettes and then I will update every month, see what my uses are on those. Obviously, we're going to randomize today what the palettes are going to be, and then I will choose which shade I'm going to try to hit pan on. So yeah, fingers crossed, wish me luck. Let's get started. We're going to start rolling. It should be a quick video, honestly, because once I pick the palettes, I'm done. But yeah, we got 31 options. I just pulled it up. So here we go. Here's the wheel. Let's see what we get. Fingers crossed, right? Yeah. I'm not good at crossing my fingers. Singe Galactic Visitor. Okay, so Singe Beauty is a palette that I'm already have out because I'm doing a 3-look palette, even though I keep saying that and I haven't done the other 2 looks. They will be coming, and I should have that video out actually next week at some point if I get my act together. But this is the palette. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up her newest palette. I haven't spoken about it. I did say in a previous video that I was definitely going to pick it up, but that was before I saw it. I think there's just a lot of greens, and the fact that I got rid of my avocado toast from BH Cosmetics, and a lot of those greens in there look like the greens that are in hers. I'm sure her formula is going to be beautiful if it's anything like this. I do really like the Singe Beauty formula, but I just have to be honest, I'm not wanting to get more greens in my collection at this point. So I think I'm going to pass on her newest palette, unfortunately. But this is the Galactic Visitor. So I need to decide which pan I'm going to hit pan on. It's going to be relaxed. It's kind of like a pan nose eyeshadows, really, in a sense, because I'm just like, this is what I do with my pan nose eyeshadows. I roll randomly and then I choose which pan I want to hit pan on. But the purpose of this project really is to just make sure that I get a little bit of use on my other eyeshadow palettes, whether it be just one shade or not. So I think in this one, the shades that I really gravitate towards, I really enjoy this shade down here, which is Encounter, and I also really like Milky Way, and the yellow is actually really, really good too. I think I could also be very boring and go for that one, but I have a shade in my pan nose eyeshadows that's pretty much identical to that shade, so I think I might roll in this one because oh, I have no idea. I mean, I probably would be the first person to hit pan on her her eyeshadow, right? Because it's so new. I don't know. But this is a really pretty iridescent bluey purple shade. And it's just perfect to pop on. Like I could just pop it on here and it would just add a little bit of extra something, right? I just love layering shimmer. I know not everybody does it, but yeah, they just add a little bit of blue. So I've got the GlossGods Lip Rainbow on, because obviously I'm trying to hit pan on that, but you can see this is a really pretty blue, and yeah, it's pretty, right? What am I doing? Okay, I think I'm gonna pick Encounter for sure. All right, so that one's gonna be the first one rolled in. I'm not sure, like I'm not doing like a limit like I would with my pan nose eyeshadows where I use it 20 times and then I roll it out. This is in until I hit pan. So that's where we are, that's what we're doing. Okay, Singe Beauty Galactic Visitor, kind of interesting, one of my newer palettes. All right, let's keep this rolling, let's keep going. Let's see what we have next. I might not be so lucky with the next palette. CB Muse. Okay, so that's Cosmic Beauty Muse palette. Okay. All right, so this is definitely a palette that is pretty neglected at this point in my collection. I do go and dabble into it 1 or 2 times, but I definitely have gone into the other Cosmic Beauty palettes way more than this one. And this is one I drooled over so much, and then I was just a little bit like, I don't know, lukewarm when I first received it and not loving it because it is quite dark. So I think straight away, this one has like quite a dip in it, so I might go for that Muse shade. It's really beautiful. They also have this antique shade over here, which is really gorgeous. I did recently hit pan in a matte shade, so I know that these pans are actually not super deep, but I think I'm gonna be boring and go for this Muse shade, right? I don't know, actually, do I wanna do that? Because it does flip quite gold. It's like a pink with gold reflex. It's really beautiful. There's another one I like. I could just put it on here. What am I doing? I'm doing my makeup on camera. Just showing you what it looks like, you know, adding it to whatever I have on my face. Yeah, this is pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for the Muse. It's super creamy too, so I think I would hit pan in this super fast. So that's my second shade and palette that I will be working on. Ooh, really exciting that I will have 2 palettes that will have 2 new pans. I'm really nervous about, honestly, this one because that first shade is not as creamy. So I think it's gonna take, I think it would take a really long time to hit pan in that one. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This is gonna be a low-key project and I'm not worried about how long it takes. I just want to get some extra pans, but I think the Muse would be pretty fast. So now we're gonna do our third one. I thought 3 would be a decent one to start off with because it won't be too little. Singe Galactic, yeah, okay, we done it, girl. We're doing it. Let's roll again. What do we have here? GlossGods new neutrals. Oh, all right. So I realized in my tiny decisions, you know, when I roll for my pan those eyeshadows and things like that, I always used to say, oh, I have all my eyeshadows in here. It's all up to date. And I realized that I didn't have this palette, and I've had this palette for over a year, and this palette was not in my tiny decision. So I always thought, like, why is this never picked? Like, I never have any luck picking this for a project. And now it is because I finally realized it and I've added it to both of the wheels and it's been picked straight away. So, you know, the gods want me to pick it. It's fine. It is gorgeous. And it's just a very lovely neutral palette. I really do like this palette, but it has been underused. So I'm really, really excited that I get to use it now. Okay, so with GlossGods, what I've learned is their mattes are hard to hit pan on. I mean, they take longer. I wouldn't say they're hard, they just take longer. And the shimmers are pretty easy to hit pan on. So if I want this project to be quick and snappy and kind of fun for you and me with updates, I really should pick another shimmer. So we'll have 3 shimmers that we'll be working on. I could be really boring, obviously, pick this shade, and I'll probably get through that shade pretty fast, but I'm already trying to hit pan on like a lid setting shade in my pan those eyeshadows. So I don't really want to do that. I think what I'm feeling at this point is I might want to try to hit pan on this shade, which is called Kind of Neutral. So this is one of their really chunky shades and it's really metallic. You can see this has also got like a peachy reflect to it. Oh. Stunning. It is stunning. It's got pink, green, peach. I don't know what color this is. I could put that in my inner corner today and like just like make it pop, couldn't I? I really could. Should I? I'll show you what this looks like. This is beautiful. It's just so gorgeous. And you can see how chunky it is. It is a chunky shade. Okay, so it flips green and pink and it's got like a gold reflect, but the underneath is definitely pink, peachy pink, and then with a goldy green reflect. But then I still see that peach popping through. Maybe you can see all of that. It is really, really stunning. It's still on my finger. I'm wondering if I can, I don't think I can get my, what am I doing? Let's get a brush. I think it'll be easier with a brush. My finger's a little too big. So let's just do this. What have I done? Okay, wait. Did I get anything on here? I didn't even feel like I got anything on there. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I didn't need to do this. Like, why have I put all of these shades on my eyes? Just to show you how they perform, I guess. I have so much on my eyes already. I always link down below or not even link, just write down. I don't link everything, but I always write down what I'm wearing for my videos. And now I'm gonna have to add all this extra stuff on my face. But you can see like a lot of times I'm not just wearing one eyeshadow palette. I usually definitely like to mix and match because that's the only way to get through all the projects. And that's why I tend to have so many eyeshadow palettes that I go through every month in terms of like usage. But anyway, those are, let's watch all three of them, right? Because I think they're pretty. So this one, like I said, is called Kind of Neutral. And I just rubbed it off, so I'm swatching again. So it's gorgeous. It's the GlossGods. It's funny, it's picked 3 brands that I really generally love. So I'm very excited. Okay, and then we have Encounter, which is the Singe Beauty. It's a lot thinner, that shade, compared to the GlossGods, but that obviously that GlossGods not a typical shimmer for them. It's one of their thick, chunky ones. Not all of them are thick and chunky, but you can see Singe Beauty is just as beautiful, but it's a lot thinner and it doesn't have that base. Like it literally, the Singe Beauty one barely has a base to it. It's a really beautiful topper shimmer, which I appreciate, I don't mind. And then Muse, we also picked, this one is more of a kind of a mix between the two. It has more of a base than the Singe Beauty, but it's not as thick and chunky as the GlossGods. So those are the 3. Honestly, these 2 are kind of similar, but then also not. So I don't mind having them both in because I will use them differently. And I think GlossGods will be pretty easy to hit pan on because it's so chunky. And I think the Muse will be easy to hit pan on. All right, so I'm really excited about the palettes. I'm honestly very, very happy. So I'm going to be updating this every month. Like I say, it's the beginning of the month. Around the beginning of the month, I will try to do a little update on my uses on all of these shades. And if I hit pan, then we will roll in a new palette that has no pans in it. And maybe eventually we'll get to the point where every single eyeshadow palette in my collection has a pan, which is obviously the goal. But if I keep buying eyeshadow, the project's just going to keep going. So it's going to be a continuous thing until it's not. Anyway, these are the 3 that I am working on. So excited, kind of interesting. Hope you follow along with this project. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you all next time. Bye.